Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get motion blur like I had in my last video, like Howl does. And there are a bunch of tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. However, they don't actually do it correctly. This is going to be how to do it correctly. So what you're going to need is Streamlabs OBS or just OBS. You also need Vegas Pro or some rendering. I prefer Vegas Pro. You probably just crack it. I didn't crack it, but you know, wink wink. So what you can do, actually the first step of doing this, getting the motion blur, is I'll go to my settings. So let's go to output, recording. So this doesn't really matter. This I like to have on high quality and medium file size. Recording format, make sure it's MP4. I feel most comfortable with MP4. You can obviously change it to whatever you like. And my encoder is NVEC, which is my graphic card, I do believe, which is, I think, a setting that the Streamlabs just assigned to my computer. I'm not sure, but I prefer this one as my CPU. It's slower, I'm pretty sure. For the video, I like to have 1920 by 1080 as the base resolution, and then output 1920 by 1080, the same thing. Downscale filter, I like to have a bit bicubic. I don't know really how to say that, but yeah, I don't really know what that does, to be honest. FPS type, you'll have different options like the normal ones, but what you want to do is click on the fractional one, and you want to put 240 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. This is if you want to do 240. In order to get motion blur, you either have to go 120, which will give you a tiny bit of motion blur, but 240 will give you the most, or 360. You have to put 240, 120, or 360 or higher in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. Hotkeys, that doesn't matter. Advanced, processing priority is normal for mine. I don't think really has anything to do. I think you can copy this, and it doesn't matter. I don't think that has anything else to do. I'm not sure if you want to copy that or not, but okay. So now that I'm in game, one of the mistakes that people do, like that they believe Howl does, even though he doesn't, because Howl does not change his in-game settings at all to make the blur. That's what people think he does, but thinks he do. What am I saying? But thinks he does. So what they believe he does is changing your anti-aliasing to epic. What anti-aliasing does, it makes the lines around like objects like smoother. So if I turn it anti-aliasing off, it kind of looks toxic. Like, it looks more clear, but it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit, not gonna lie. And if I change to epic, it looks a lot smoother, but however, looks more blurrier. That's what people think like he does. But if you do motion, and you have to also motion blur on. So I'm just gonna go to my creative real quick, show you guys what it looks like. So I don't really see how people could mix this up. It doesn't look anything like it at all. So yep, that's just a tip that I feel like you guys should know. If you guys have that on, there's really no point in having it on, because it really doesn't do much. So the last step you have to do is within Sony Vegas. What you have to do is make sure when you're running the video, or your project settings, you have this resample mode on smart resample. If you put a video in, right click it. Let me just open the video real quick. Open, save this video. Okay, open. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go switches, and you're either gonna use project resample mode, and that's what you want to do. Make sure that's on, or I think just make sure that's on, I guess. Also make sure this right here, my frame rate's 240 on this because that's what the video is recorded in. But when you're rendering the video, what you actually want to do, it's my render settings. Why are my rendering settings coming up? This is awkward. Oh, because I don't have anything in. Whoops. So if you add this in, let's see, render as. So this is my template. I'll show you guys the template. So I just copy all this stuff, main 59.94000. Just copy all this stuff. System, projects, use project settings, use project settings. You guys already saw my project settings, and if you render it, then you click render. It won't take as long as if you added RSB, which is Real Smart Motion Blur. Let's see if I can find motion blur. This is also another thing that people mix it up with. It's motion blur, and the difference that I can tell every time that somebody's using RSB rather than the way I'm telling you guys is because there is more blur, and the text moves, which I don't like at all because it just makes the video kind of look unprofessional. But you know, it's really your own personal preference on it. So yeah, that's the last thing. And I'm gonna be showing you guys two clips with RSB and one with no RSB, and I'll be showing you guys the difference. Both recorded in 240 FPS. Again, I'll say that it doesn't matter if you have 240 FPS in game constantly. You can have 120 FPS and still record in 240 FPS, and you'll have the same results. I record on Streamlabs OBS because it's easier because I stream and I just don't have to open up another application. But it's really your own personal preference again. If you made it this far in the video, thank you, and please subscribe. Really helps me out. I'm at like 4 subscribers, and I'm just gonna keep uploading content like this. And I have a video on the way. Yeah, so hope you guys did enjoy, and yeah, leave a like, comment, whatever. This is really cringy.